to present on this subject, and so we very much appreciate that, Serge. So the mic's over to you.
Okay, so for the Canada S-100 sea trials in the St. Lawrence River, that happened in 2025. And okay, just to say, as an overview there, the offer was to produce S-100 route monitoring layers. So S-100 is the universal hydrographic data model. And also provide corresponding S-57 ENCs. So duration was from June to November 2025, and it was between a little bit downriver from Quebec City all the way to Montreal, where we had a full spread of our nautical products that were provided. So the information here was provided operationally, and these sea trials were approved by the International Hydrographic Organization, and it started as early as 2024 to get this approval. There was different people that we had to have a team. Like, we could not do this all alone. For example, the Coast Guard have ships. We have the charting capability. Primar was the distributor of the subscription service for these, and we had a couple of manufacturers that provided some equipment for free. So beta equipment, especially for this. And among these, there's a CIQ, who produces portable pilot units, and OSI, who is providing the ECPINS system. More information can be found at that link that you see here. We had also web sites that were set up, one through CU's here, the Canadian Integrated Ocean Observing System. And we had also participation from the Electronic Chart Center and Teledyne Geospatial. The S-100 layers, the S-100 data is an ecosystem. It covers weather, bathymetry, navigational. It's mostly for navigation, but it covers a large spread of different applications. Marine protected areas, surface currents. So they're the next generation of hydrographic standards. They're intended to support development and interoperability of digital products and services for hydrographic, maritime and scientific communities. So here, that's at the core of these different products, you will find the S-100, the S-100 framework, and that is built on ISO 19100 standards, as you can see here. So that covers architecture and framework, metadata, data content and definition, data models, so data exchanges, and so on. So this is specifically for bridging the interoperability gap that we had in the maritime sector with the land GIS domain. So, and the S-100 data frameworks has built a geospatial information registry, which has different registers in there. So some from feature concept dictionary, some from data producer code, but there's several of these, and they're all offered through the S-100 geospatial information registry. To obtain the interoperability and so these are what we call the S-100 suite for route monitoring. So these ones here, we have different custodians for these different products. The S-101, S-102, S-104, and S-128 are under the custodianship of the Canadian Hydrographic Service. The surface currents are under the responsibility of Environment Climate Change Canada, whereas the navigational warnings and the underkeel clearance management are handled by the Canadian Coast Guards. So these are what was offered during the sea trials. This here shows you the objective of the sea trials was to discover the S-100 products and for the first time obtain the data from a live subscription and testing the equipment and software. Here you can see the advantages of the integration, because what you see on the display here displaying, that's a simulation on the ECPIN system from OSI that uses the interoperability between the different layers to show the changes when the current changes. This is at the height of Quebec City. There, the tide reverses, the tide reaches there. So you see current reversal that are simulated to coincide with the tide. And the interoperability of the system also allows to update the bathymetry dynamically. So you can see, for example, where the safety contours will lie and where the bathymetry changes. For the mariners, that's a big plus. That's something that they wanted to have for a long time. So it allows the integration with the existing systems through these sea trials. And we really, really wanted the community feedback from these. The different milestones were reached for this. Well, first, in 2024, the ICHO approval was obtained, but then we had to release sample data sets, get feedback from that, do some changes, obtain a dedicated website and a LinkedIn channel for the exchanges during the trials, do the pre-trials registrations, then open up the online data service as planned. That it was on time. We're really happy about this. At first, we didn't have too many original equipment manufacturer partners. So the people who produce the electronic chart display and information systems or the portable pilot units. But they kept joining throughout the trials. During the whole trial also, this was a very agile process where new registrations were coming in, new product services were being updated and provided. There were interaction with users, technical support, because of course, everything didn't go all the time well, but most of the time it went well. But still, there was this interaction, and there was also actions on the ICHO GitHub channels at the same time. So at the end, for example, a beta PPUs and EGDA systems were deployed for testing and were adapted during the course of the sea trials. And there was a preparation of the user surveys to provide at the end. Some statistics here of the different numbers that we got. So 13 manufacturers in the end joined, 25 plus issues flagged, 3,000 plus data set distributed. People were surprised by the large volume of data that this actually provided. And not all the systems could handle different types of data or the whole range of data sets. So the issues were flagged. So some issues relating to the data catalog, coding issues, some things that were specific to different parts of the software, other stated, and the practices by data providers and users. So when we examined this, there were really good points that came out. Trials launched out on time. The preparation was really, it made the difference. And it was immediate onboarding by local users and the original equipment manufacturers, the OEMs. So stable tools, procedures, technical exchanges were that led to beta builds with fixes of their different systems. The agile feedback loop with fast response from the lead experts and growing interest. We kept getting more users and OEMs joining toward the end. On the flip side, of course, what we observed is that many were unprepared for the scope of the trial. So this was really a big thing. It was operational data. Those are charts and products that we are maintaining. And right now that they're published, we will keep on maintaining. So they're the real data. Plus, there were dynamic services that were provided for tide, for currents. So at the beginning, there's were a few OEMs actively participating. Most systems didn't yet support the complete set of S-100 phase 1. The validation portrayal rules were still in development, and there was no involvement from some of the other stakeholders. So in conclusion, well, this was successful. We were really happy with the results. So first live operational S-100 subscription service demonstration, that went very well. We found that the St. Lawrence River was ideal for the trials, and the real S-100 data services and equipment were tested in live conditions with successful ingestion of the S-100 data by multiple systems. We were asking ourselves, are we ready for the rollout of the S-100 phase 1 products that the IHO and the IMO have been promoting for 2026? And we can say with confidence that, yes, we are ready. So it confirms our readiness and the feasibility of having Primar and CCG for phase 1 delivery. So we're ready to expand our S-100 coverage, and we'll do it. So these are some of the resources that you can actually have access to have more information and to see some of the results and some of the products that we have. Thank you.
Okay, thanks very much, Serge. We did manage to have our bulb replaced while you were speaking, so we didn't lose all your slides, which I think was actually pretty good, actually. Quite quick service. So thank you to the technicians that come in and replace the bulb. Serge, I'm just looking around. I think you've got to leave at past. Is that correct?
Yep. I'll have to go to my other meeting.
Okay.
Sorry.
Maybe got time for a single question.
Sure.
There's none in the room. The question I have for you, Serge, is: are there any plans to continue these sea trials and any further plans in the future?
At the moment, we still have other products to test, but they're not ready yet. So at the moment, what we're doing the follow-ups from the sea trials, and there may be continuation with phase 2 of the next range of S-100 products. For example, the next ones will be the route planning products. So these have, for example, marine traffic in it, and let's see, S-122, for marine protected areas, the marine harbors and infrastructure for the S-131. So there's something, and the other one were radio navigation, I believe. So these ones would be part of a next phase. But at the moment, there's no real plans for the continuation. We're just going to continue to extend our coverage, and we're going to follow up with the participants to see what we can build from the results of these tests.
Okay, thank you very much, Serge. Thank you. Serge.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity of presenting. It was hard, but
Thank you. We appreciate it.